So how did you do on example number 4? Did it work out well for you? As I'm looking at this, I think it might be good to actually look at the notes on the bottom first. It says, notes about this proof. The conjugate of 1 plus n is 1 minus n, so the pattern's pretty straightforward. Multiplying expressions like these gives a difference of squares. So the conjugate of 1 plus sine of x will be, following the same pattern, 1 minus the sine of x. And I feel a little kindergartenish. Let's switch to this one. Okay. When these are multiplied, so when 1 plus sine of x and 1 minus sine of x are multiplied, it becomes 1 minus sine squared of x, which is significant because it can be replaced with, do you see it? Cos squared of x, using a Pythagorean trig identity. Sine squared plus cos squared equals 1. This identity could have been proved by working instead on the right-hand side. What fraction would the right side need to be multiplied to get it to work? Think about the conjugate. So, well, let's look at them both. If we were to, we can work with either side. If we were going to work with the right-hand side, the conjugate here would be 1 minus cos of x. And so we could multiply both sides by 1 minus cos of x all over 1 minus cos of x, right? So then we're multiplying by 1 and it doesn't change it. Or if we wanted to work with the left-hand side, then we'd be multiplying by 1 plus the cos of x all over 1 plus the cos of x, right? So you can see how the conjugate works. So I'm not sure which side you worked with. Let's work with the right-hand side. So I'm going to say here, right-hand side equals, and boy, I wonder if there's a way to copy and paste. You know what, let's pretend that I wrote this. I just don't feel like writing it all again. Let's say I wrote this as my first step. Okay, so my next step, when I multiply this out, on my numerator, when I have 1 plus cos of x times 1 minus cos of x, I will have 1 minus cos squared of x all over the sine of x times 1 minus the cos of x. So I'll leave it like that. 1 minus cos of x, cos squared of x, becomes sine squared of x all over sine of x times 1 minus the cos of x. And now I can divide both the top and the bottom by a sine of x. So this will get cancelled out when I divide both the top and the bottom, and then the squared part will get cancelled out. So then I will have sine of x, oh, I turned green, sine of x all over 1 minus the cos of x. Okay, so that's exactly it, isn't it? And we're done. We just sort of simplified it and we got that. Okay, so we say left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Cha-ching, very nice. Okay, anything else to do in this one? I don't think so. So, what fraction would the right hand? Okay, I think we answered that. So I would like you to proceed along to the check your understanding. We'll see you.